I often get this question from my customers. Tim, can't I just use a $10 Chinese moisture meter that I got off of Amazon? I'm going to show you 5 reasons why cheapo moisture meters suck. Reason number 1, cheap moisture meters have probes that are made of metal and will corrode. Let me read you the warning on the box of this particular Chinese meter. Don't leave this meter in the soil for more than an hour. If you don't pull it out after testing the soil, the tip of the probe will corrode quickly, causing inaccurate test results. Wow, at least they're being honest about how their meters suck. These sorts of sensors are called galvanometric sensors because they are essentially a battery. If the meter doesn't have batteries, it probably is a galvanometric meter. Have you ever opened a flashlight where the battery acid has escaped and eaten out its insides? We have a similar situation with these types of meters. They consist of 2 different types of metal, and the soil serves as an electrolyte which transports ions between the 2 electrodes. The cathode undergoes chemical reduction and the anode oxidizes. In other words, these meters are designed to self-destruct with common use. I want to compare this with the very affordable VG-Meter 200 moisture meter that we designed and make here in the United States. I placed a link to it down below. The meter uses a VH400 soil moisture sensor, which I invented in 2008. It's a dielectric-based sensor that senses the properties of water. It's made of fiberglass, and you'll notice there is no metal that can corrode. Our sensors are used in irrigation systems and can be buried for years with no loss of functionality. Reason number 2, cheap moisture meters can be highly inaccurate. Let me read another warning note on the same box. Never insert this meter into water. The conductivity of pure water is very low. The test results will be different from what is expected. Wow! Once again, their honesty has made my job so much easier. I'm curious. Let's try them out in some pure water and see what happens. You'd expect that in pure water, a moisture meter would report 100% and be full scale. Let's see. Reason number 3, cheap moisture meters are sensitive to salt in the soil. Let's do an experiment. I'm going to test this meter in pure water and then test it in water that has salt to see if there's a difference. Since these meters are not really sensing moisture, but the presence and quality of battery electrolyte, they are highly inaccurate due to salts, fertilizers, and other minerals in the soil. Reason number 4, cheap moisture meters can send electricity through the roots of your plant. Every time you insert a galvanometric meter into the soil, an electric current runs between the probes. If roots are nearby where the probe is inserted, you may be sending electricity through its roots. It's been shown that plant roots generate and respond to minute bioelectric signals. Do you really want to risk the possible effects of exposing your plant to electricity? Let's compare this with the VG-Meter 200. I'm going to show you something amazing. We all know that our bodies are composed primarily of water. I'm going to put on these rubber gloves and grab the blade of the probe to see if the moisture sensor can detect the water in my hands. Since we all know that rubber is an insulator, we can be certain that the VG meter isn't sending electricity into my hand in order to read the moisture level. Pretty amazing. Our probes are so sensitive that they can sense the water in my hands through the rubber glove. Reason number 5, cheap moisture meters made in China benefit the CCP. Every dollar we send over to China is taxed, and this ends up in the coffers of the CCP. Every dollar we spend is a vote. We should choose products that promote Western democracy, create jobs, and that build our own manufacturing base, especially when those products are superior in quality and value to their Chinese alternatives. To summarize, if you want a highly accurate moisture meter that doesn't corrode like a leaky battery, is salt insensitive, doesn't give your plant roots electroshock therapy, and that doesn't undermine Western democracy, please consider the very affordable and highly accurate salt-insensitive VG meter proudly made in the US of A. I hope you like this video. Check out Vegetronix.com for cool gardening gadgets and ideas. Thanks for watching.